What's up, guys? It's your girl Phoenix Novell, and thank you for joining me for another episode of The Right Hustle. Now, this episode is called There's No Rules to Writing. So many people want to tell you that there is a certain way to do something. The truth is that there are ways that have been successful, and there are ways that have been consistently kind of like creating the standard. But the truth is, rules only kind of like keep you on the same, pathway. It's like, okay, this is the way that we've decided is the way that everybody's going to go. And so because so-and-so went here and this is where they got and they were successful, rules only serve to make it so that everybody's doing the same thing. But the truth is, usually it's somebody who's not following rules or not afraid to be different that creates a new set of rules, right? Or who creates the new route because they weren't afraid to take it, to try it, and to see where that takes them. I'm not afraid to write something that people don't get or don't understand. I'm not afraid to try something different. And, a lot of people that I know, they don't complete their projects or really see it through because they're so afraid that it's not good enough or it doesn't follow the standard status quo of how these books or these scripts or these songs are written. And it's like, yeah, there's a standard. Okay, yeah, there's a standard of, okay, this or this and this, or this is how it goes, or this is how it usually is, and there always has to be an antagonist, or sometimes you're just telling a damn story. Sometimes you just want to explain something or take somebody on a journey, and the journey doesn't always have to be this and this and this. Unfortunately, some people won't even look at your book if it's not this and this and this, and this is also why a lot of people are afraid to do or think outside of the box because they want another person's funding or investment opportunity. And I get it. Listen, right? I understand. But unfortunately, the world is deprived of something new when we're so constantly chasing, another person's approval, or we're so constantly trying to mimic somebody else's storyline, or journey. And I think it's so sad. It's so sad because it makes people think that they're not good enough if theirs doesn't look a certain way or sound a certain way or have this inflection or read like this, or if it's not formatted this way or font is like this, or you don't have this kind of, enough. Just write. Just create what's in your heart to create, what's compelled to be created. Of course, I like things that make me think. I like things that I can understand or comprehend, but I'm not going to not read something or listen to something because I can't relate to it. It just depends on the way it is presented to me. And I feel like when we kind of give off that impression that that's the only way things can be, we grossly limit our exposure to the opportunity for advancement, for evolvement, for new adventure, for expansion. And I'm all about expansion. I'm all about learning. I'm all about developing a new way to think or a new way to process information, or just something that that's how new neural pathways are created. When your sparks are flying and you're focusing on this new thing. But when something is constantly regurgitated or something is constantly formatted in the same way, maybe, it'll be successful, but where have I grown? What's new? Right? Listen, there's no guarantee that anybody who follows a certain path is going to be successful anyway. There's no guarantee that you're going to flop and be miserably unsuccessful because you did it differently. So why not put something out there with your distinct individualistic signature on it so that the world can breathe in something completely uniquely you? That's the way I live my life. It's the way that I create. And that's one of the reasons why once I got a little bit older, I stopped listening so much to music. I'm a musician. I travel the world. I perform. I sing. And so, I have to sometimes sing the most popular songs or requested songs. But there was a period of time when I used to listen to the radio every day. I do not anymore. I can't tell you right now what's on the Billboard Top 100. And I like it like that because I don't want to try to sound like what's out there right now. I don't want to try to sound like I'm trying to fit into what's out there, because if everybody's trying to fit in, there's nobody standing out. If everybody's so in here, if everybody's so determined to try to get this placement right now because then you're not giving me anything that's going to say, oh my God, that is going to be the next wave. That's going to be the next sound. And again, there's no guarantee that you fitting in or you doing what everybody else is doing is going to work anyway. So what's the harm? What's the harm in giving them something that nobody's given them before? Or putting the bridge first and then going to the choruses if you're writing a song. Or starting off with the ending first and then backing up if you're writing a script. Like, there's no rules to this. There's only what has been done 1,000,001 times, so that people are used to looking for this format, are used to things being structured this way. If it's not, oh my God. Give them a chance to recalibrate their mind and say, you know what? This is different. Let me dine, right? And the right person, the right company, the right artist, the right situation is going to present you with people who are not afraid to dine and feast on what you're offering. And if more artists would be unafraid to present their authentic ideas, to write that book, to write that script, to write that play, to write that song that is not like anything else that they've ever written, that is not like anything else that's on the radio, that doesn't sound anything like any artist that's been out there, you'd be surprised, because that's the only place to go. You know what I'm saying? Because it's new. And maybe it won't be placed on the artist that you have in mind, but it's new. So there has to be a spot for it in the universe somewhere. So hopefully that inspired somebody out there. There's no rules to this shit. Only what has been done before and what people are used to seeing, and that's how they decided their standards, like a standard contract. A standard contract only consists of what people have decided was important to put in a contract. It's not the rule book to what a contract should be. It is just standard, but you can put whatever the hell you want in a contract, So do that when it comes to your creative, artistic expressions. Put whatever the hell you want on the canvas. Put whatever the hell you want in the song. Instrument-wise, lyric-wise, melody-wise, do something different where people can say, oh my God, who is that? Wow, I've never, it's not for everybody. Get out of the mindset that it has to be for everybody, because even if everybody says they like it, they're lying, right? Nothing is for everybody, all right? So once again, thank you for tuning into another episode of The Right Hustle. Until next time, keep it creative. Keep on creating. Be blessed. Stay positive and stay true to you.